Fluency in English is something many people desire. I remember, as a young student, I was just like you. I wanted to speak English fluently but was shy and often made mistakes. One day, my teacher told me, "You can be fluent if you practice every day." That sentence changed my life. When you truly want something, you must work for it. Fluency doesn't happen overnight. It's like growing a tree. You plant the seed, water it, and nurture it daily with sunlight and care. Slowly but surely, the tree grows strong, just like your fluency in English. I once had a student who came to me feeling defeated. She said, "Teacher, I want to speak English, but I always forget the words." I smiled and reassured her, fluency isn't about remembering every word, it's about consistent practice. She asked, "But how can I practice?" I explained, practice is everywhere. You can talk to your friends, listen to stories, or even sing songs. Every moment is an opportunity to practice. When I was in school, I loved stories. My teacher would read them aloud, and I would repeat the words. At first, I was slow, but with time, my speed and confidence improved. Fluency is not just about speaking fast. It's about speaking clearly and being understood. There was once a boy in my class who spoke very quickly, but no one understood him. I advised him, "Slow down. Speak clearly and use simple words." He followed my advice, and soon everyone could understand him. Fluency is a journey. You take one step at a time and enjoy the process. Eventually, you'll look back and see how far you've come. The secret to fluency is simple: listen. Listen to English speakers, stories, songs, and conversations. The more you listen, the more you learn. I knew a girl who loved music. She listened to English songs daily and sang along. Over time, her fluency improved because she was both listening and repeating. Another important tip is to embrace mistakes. One of my students was terrified of making errors, so she avoided speaking. I told her, mistakes are our best teachers. Don't worry about them, just keep trying. She began speaking in class, made mistakes, and learned from them. Eventually, she grew confident. To become fluent, start thinking in English. One of my students used to translate everything from his native language, which slowed him down. I advised him to think directly in English. He practiced this, and soon his fluency improved. Similarly, avoid switching languages mid-sentence. If you don't know a word, try describing it in English. Reading helps you see how sentences are formed and teaches you new words. When I was learning English, I would read simple books, note down unfamiliar words, and use them in sentences. One day, a student came to me and said, "Teacher, I read a book but didn't understand everything." I told her, "That's okay. The more you read, the more you'll understand." She continued reading daily, and her fluency improved. Writing is equally important. One student loved writing short stories in English. This not only helped her practice grammar, but also boosted her confidence when speaking. Recording yourself while speaking is a great way to improve. I had a student who recorded herself reading stories. She would listen to the recordings, identify areas for improvement, and practice. This made her more aware of her speech and boosted her fluency. Another effective technique is practicing with a friend. I had 2 students who only spoke English with each other. They supported each other, and over time, their fluency skyrocketed. Use English in real-life situations. One of my students worked in a shop and decided to speak English with his customers. Initially, it was challenging, but with practice, he gained confidence and fluency. Even small steps, like reading English signs or menus, can make a difference. Fluency takes time, so be patient. I had a student who was very impatient and became frustrated when he didn't see immediate progress. I told him, "You're improving, even if it's slow. Don't give up." He trusted the process and eventually became fluent. Celebrate your small victories. Every new word or conversation is a step forward. Fluency is a combination of listening, speaking, practicing, and patience. Think of it as cooking. You need the right ingredients and time to create something amazing. So, start today. Speak, listen, read, write, and practice without fear. And remember, every small effort brings you closer to your goal.